Clearbit, as a standalone product you could just sign up for on its own without anything else attached, doesn't really exist anymore. HubSpot bought it and folded it into Breeze Intelligence, enrichment and intent data, sold as a credit add-on inside the broader HubSpot ecosystem rather than as its own product. People still search for Clearbit pricing by the old name out of habit, so we priced out what buying that same data actually costs today, under the name and the structure it operates under now. Here's the part that sounds like good news first. Breeze Intelligence runs on HubSpot's unified credit system, priced around 1 cent per credit, a real drop from the old standalone Clearbit era when enrichment reportedly ran closer to 45 cents a credit under the previous pricing model. Read in isolation, that's the cheapest looking per unit number anywhere in this whole video, cheaper than anything else we've priced across this series. It's also the number that only means something once you know exactly what you have to already be paying for just to unlock it. Because the 1 cent credit isn't sold on its own ever. Breeze Intelligence credits are bundled into HubSpot's paid subscription tiers. Starter accounts get 500 credits a month, Professional gets 3,000, Enterprise gets 5,000, and each of those tiers requires its own separate ongoing HubSpot subscription underneath it before a credit is usable at all. The old Clearbit era charged more per credit but at least sold data as something close to a standalone product. The new Breeze era charges far less per credit but sells it strictly as a feature living inside a CRM you already have to be paying for anyway. Cheaper unit price, gated behind a much bigger base bill, that's the actual trade, and it's close to the opposite of what 1 cent a credit sounds like, sitting on its own. To be fair to HubSpot, one independent pricing breakdown put the honest case for it plainly. Breeze Intelligence is built to optimize data inside HubSpot. This makes it an incredibly strong choice for teams that center their operations within the platform. That's a real advantage if your CRM, your marketing automation, and your enrichment data all need to talk to each other constantly. Breeze does that natively, and a standalone data vendor doesn't. It's a much weaker advantage if all you actually want is a clean list of contacts to load into a cold email tool that has nothing to do with HubSpot at all. 4 things worth knowing before pricing these against a standalone data vendor. First, credits expire every 30 days with no rollover, so an unused allocation this month doesn't carry into next month's campaign the way a one-time purchase would. Second, most teams end up on professional or enterprise HubSpot plans to get a usable monthly credit allowance in the first place. HubSpot's own pricing page lists Marketing Hub Professional starting at $800 a month and Enterprise starting at $3,600 a month before a single Breeze credit gets spent. Third, 1 credit buys 1 enrichment action, which may fill in a single field on a record, not necessarily a complete, ready-to-send contact. Fourth, none of this is optional if you want the data at all. Breeze Intelligence simply isn't purchasable apart from an active HubSpot account. So we ran our standard comparison. Dollars for 5,000 contacts, landed and usable. Quarvio came in at $129 one time, pre-verified, no platform subscription required underneath it. Pricing a comparable 5,000 contact volume through Breeze Intelligence HubSpot subscription plus the credits needed included came out around $4,800 for the same volume. That's not a close call, and it's honestly not a fair fight either. You're paying for a meaningful chunk of a CRM platform just to get at the data, not paying for the data on its own merits. If you already run HubSpot end-to-end for marketing and sales, Breeze is a reasonable bolt-on to what you're paying for regardless. If you don't run HubSpot, the HubSpot bill is the whole story of this comparison. Our verdict: Clearbit's underlying data didn't get worse when it became Breeze Intelligence. It got locked behind a platform subscription you have to already be buying for other reasons entirely. For teams fully inside the HubSpot ecosystem, that's a fair trade. For anyone buying a list to feed a cold email tool, it's platform pricing for a data problem. In the stack we run, Quarvio supplies the contacts, priced and verified as data, no CRM required. Instantly handles sending and warm-up. Informail keeps the inboxes and authentication clean underneath. AimFox runs LinkedIn outreach in parallel. Before you price any enrichment tool by its per credit rate, check what platform you have to already be buying just to unlock the credits.